Hello, Rookie Ka. Welcome. Just trying to figure out who we want to be using today for the different nightmares. I'm thinking potentially of going for Ahri for the first one and trying out this build, because it's one that I put together like the first day she came out, and I've been wanting to test it, but haven't really had an opportunity because we haven't used that many epic relics on it yet. Hello, Grape. So yeah, I might use Ahri for the first nightmare. The elusive does somewhat counter our Ahri, though. Yeah, I might drop her here. It is just a 4.5. Hello, Jump. Is Disciple of Shadow good on Heimerdinger? It can be. Trying to get him on the board earlier is very strong. That is something. So over the weekend, we starred both Ahri and Heimerdinger up to 5 stars. We might still 6-star someone in the next little while, like next week or so, but we're going to stick with them at 5 stars for a bit. So we're going to go... We've gotten like all the upgrades, pretty much, other than like gemstones, and then the 6-star. Like, are there... Yeah, I think we have all the upgrades other than gemstones and 6 stars for both of them. Yes, so yeah, we'll be playing with that. Have you tried Guardian Orb on Ahri? No, I have not yet. To be honest, over the weekend, I played very little because I just had to figure out, I just had to try to rest and recuperate. So there's a lot of good builds I've seen around that should work out really well, like Guardian Orb on Ahri, or going for like Gatebreaker and just resummoning her. But we'll be trying this one here, trying to play her for very cheap, refill our mana, and just constantly do redoubled valors. What's the best setup on Caitlyn to beat a 5-star adventure? I think I have an entire video on that on my channel. But going for strike relics is very good. So just going for like triple any of the strike relics. So maybe going for like double Gatebreaker and 1 Stalker's Blade, waiting until the enemy's pulled out a whole bunch of flash bomb traps. You drop your Caitlyn, and then she just nukes the enemy nexus. You can also go for like Guardian Angel. You can also go for Grand General's Counterplan. But yeah, I have a whole video breaking down, or like doing a 5-star adventure with only rare relics for Caitlyn. Mind trying to build I was spreading propaganda for? We already did that once, so yes, I'm not going to do that. Because we already did a video with that. Are Ahri... You're wanting to go for... Spear Cleaving Axe. I'm pretty sure we use that. Yeah, for Caitlyn, you want to go for Lysandra and go up and grab Mortal Marks from the Remitter. What about Heimer? Best setup to beat 5-star adventure. For Heimer, it changes. If you can get him to 5 stars, then I think going for Swain's Raven Army plus Packed Powder is going to be amazing because you can play him turn 1. If you can't go for that, then I would get rid of these and go for... well, Swain's Raven Army actually is solid to still give you the drain. But I'd get rid of Packed Powder and I'd go for the Beast Within. Because making sure all your units have Overwhelm and the extra 1/1 is quite nice. You want to be using his relic if you can, especially if you're going up against Swain, because it's going to really help you. Echoing Spirit, Fear Cleaving Axe, and Spectral Scissors. Not with Echoing. We use the Fear Cleaving Axe, though. Yeah, the build we're going to try right now for Ahri is going to be this one here, because we haven't showcased anything like this at all for Ahri yet. I got Fear Clipping Axe in my Golden Reliquary. Vex, Lux, Illuminated, Ahri, Elise, I guess. Yeah, I normally don't go for it with Elise, but the other ones I think are all really good. So Caitlyn can be playable without her relic? Yes. Alright, so we're going to grab Ahri here. We're going to go through all of the weekly nightmares today. So the first one is just this 4.5 versus Misfortune. And we have Beside My Kin, so 2 cards in all players' decks get 1/1. Shouldn't really matter. Sneaky, so round start give each player's strongest unit elusive this round. This will somewhat work against us, and then the deadly modifier. And yeah, the build we are going for is this right here. Hello, Rassus. So we have Echoing Spirit, Hidden Tome, and Hymn. Echoing Spirit gives a whole bunch of copies of our Ahri. Also is going to make our champion spell cost nothing, because it's getting discounted right here. And then in our starting deck, it also has a mana potion. So we can play her champion spell, which is Recall an Ally. So we can play that for free. Every time we play her, our Hidden Tome triggers and refills our mana. And we also make a Redoubled Valor, or this right here, that we can then play for free, or like we can play it with the mana we generate. So essentially, we can recall Ahri, replay her, and double her stats, and we're only having to pay 1 mana, because when Ahri gets recalled, she'll get discounted down to a 1 cost from her 2-star. So we're just going to try to replay her a bunch, and then constantly double her stats. And so this should be interesting. Shouldn't we use Gatebreaker instead of Echoing Spirit for the Nexus Strike on summon? You can. Like, I think Gatebreaker would be solid, but I'm wanting to test this build and see how it works. Like, yes, there's going to be a lot of different ways you can tweak it, but I want to try this morning and see how it works. But yeah, there's plenty of different ways you can build Ahri. She's pretty versatile. All right, so let's grab this here. And before we hop in, we'll just drop a quick ad break. So go ahead, go to the bathroom, get a drink, and then we'll hop into the adventure. The 6.5 is Duplicate and Scout Scheme. So yeah, we're gonna use Ahri here for this one. Then I'm gonna use Poro King because we got a epic relic that I need to check out. And then I think we'll use Misfortune for the last one, because I don't think we've used Misfortune in a 6.5. So that's kind of the plan for today. Yeah, this one you're going to need to try to end very quickly, because otherwise the Poison Puff Caps are just going to kill you. Yeah, I was able to get Black Shield in my Golden Reliquary, so we're going to throw that on Poro King, and we'll be using that in Lysandra. It's kind of sad, though, because I really wanted to get the living weapon, so sad that we couldn't get that one. All right, let's load in. People will be back shortly. Well, most people are probably already back. Lysandra and Aesol again, yeah. All right, let's go for power. Allies of Overwhelm, that is nice. Game start, summon 2 husks. That's also not bad, because we could drop this with Ahri, immediately buff her up, and give her a lot more stats. That being said, though, Ahri is going to have a massive amount of stats, and we really don't want her to get blocked out. So making sure that she doesn't get or can't get blocked could be very helpful. I think we'll probably grab this. Yeah, I think it'll probably help us. The husks are great to help us speed up, but otherwise, I think our Ahri is just going to get blocked. So yeah, we'll grab Crush, but yeah, the husks would have been great. All right, let's go for Songstress. I'm close to Viego 6-star. Just used 50 Wild Fragments today, though. Yeah, 6-star Viego is great. We know we're going to draw our Ahri. Yeah, this can be fine. Alright, so we can drop her here, refill our mana. So sadly, we didn't get her champion spell at all. So like this one's going to cost one. But we'll use a redoubled Valley here. If this was her champion spell, we could use this to recall her and then spend the 1 mana to play her. But yeah, we'll just attack like this. Well, let's actually drop our sparring student.
I can learn from watching you.
2 steps into moonlight.
Too slow. Ready, willing, and learning.
Oh, not too bad. Oh, good morning.
So pretty.
Got my Ahri to 6-star over the weekend. So much fun to play her with 6 stars. Yes, she's one that we are potentially going to 6-star up in the next little while. Could be great. All right, let's use her charm here that we can play for free, which is awesome.
A whisper in the woods.
And it's also at focus speed, so we don't even have any time of her not being on the board where they can respond. Yeah, we can drop here for 1 mana.
All this world has to offer.
4 damage, that's a little rude. Alright, they're out of mana, but good thing this fully heals our unit.
Hide and seek, huh?
And we can just once again recall her. Play her again just for 1 mana.
Should run free.
Refill our spell mana, and once again drop our redoubled valor. So pretty much just every single round, she's just getting more and more massive.
Some seek a path, others a foe.
So yeah, like right here, we'll be able to attack and just end.
The forest surrounds us.
GG.
No gills, no entry.
Yeah, Ahri with her 6 stars are probably going to be crazy.
Naturally.
What are your thoughts on Heimer's relative power compared to recent PNZ champs? It's difficult. I still need to play him more, especially now that he's at 5 stars. But for me, it's just really inconsistent. Like, the big upgrades you get for him are so rare. And sometimes you can really screw yourself over with getting, like, Formidable. But sometimes Formidable is fine. I think he's definitely not a bad champion. But I think Jace could actually be stronger if you're playing him correctly, or at least more consistent. I would say he's stronger than Caitlyn, though. Yeah, I would say he's probably stronger than Caitlyn, but potentially weaker than Jace. Did Ahri only get her cost reduced 1 time? Yeah, she only gets cost reduction. She only gets 1 cost reduction from the 2-star. That cost reduction doesn't stack up. Out of the way for the rest of the game. Allied barriers except allied buffs get barrier permanent. Darken Harp. 1 cost. This would summon 2 units for a 1 cost, and they would both have Spirit. It's kind of expensive. This does have a lot of stats on it. I think we'll just go here so we can kind of flood our board with units. Alright, support card. Yasuo with double strikes is kind of funny. Udyr also with double strikes. I think let's go for Yasuo. For 1, we could recall this to keep getting some more concussive palms. Dropping a concussive palm for 3 mana, getting 2 cards from it isn't bad. And then also getting double strikes with Yasuo, and he's cheaper than Udyr, I think is the best. But yeah, we're still going to try to focus on our main champion. What would you prioritize on Ahri, the stun or the mana gem? You can't afford both at the moment. I would go for the mana gem so you can push more damage faster. The biggest thing with Ahri is trying to develop your board and get your recalls going. So yeah, I would go for mana over stun. Hey, Morgan. Champion. Smooth Soloist is nice. But we potentially want to get more copies of our champion. So that is a little tough. I think let's go down here for Battlesmith. Let's actually re-roll most of these. We'd want to get multiple copies of our Ahri so we could recall her for free. Because we pretty much just want to redouble her stats as much as possible.
I go where the winds blow. For now.
I'm actually here.
Because yeah, if we could get like 1 cost reduction on her, it would be insane.
A whisper in the woods.
Yeah, we can get rid of her for free. Play her for 1.
Should run free.
And yeah, every time we're playing this, we're more than doubling her stats, because when we recall and replay her, she's then getting that extra spirit, so she's getting even bigger. So we could recall her again, but we don't have the 1 mana.
Forest surrounds us.
Sure, we can kill one of their units.
So soon. Approaching the battlefront.
So yeah, once again,
Be still.
we can just recall her. And yeah, if we had her at her 6-star, the strike she'd be getting when she
I'll see
is
all
recalled
this world has to
would have just ended the game.
Count on me.
Alright, sure, we could drop this, get rid of one of their units,
I will make it beautiful.
and we can just open attack next round and end the game. Yeah, there's actually a lot of crazy combos you can do with Ahri. GG.
naturally.
Hello, Bob. Well, never thought you could do this with Ahri. Yeah, there's some people that watch some of my, like, especially my first Ahri game, which was pretty slow, and they're like, Ahri's bad. And it's like, I think she's gonna be pretty good once she actually gets up there. A 1-cost recall with an enemy discard is pretty nice. Double attack could be good if we could get this to hit our whole board. But I think we'll just go for the consistency of the children. This looks solid. Smooth Soloist could be good. We could get extra mana, but I think I want to try to get something for Ahri. If we could get one more copies of her is great, but then also any amount of like cost reduction for her. All right, regen, brash, attune. We're already refilling our mana, so that's not actually helping us. Extra power is not bad, but let's do a reroll. Play some exact ephemeral copy of me. So that would give us one extra cost reduction for our spells, but that doesn't really matter. This would actually be bad, because then if we recall Ahri, there's still going to be an Ahri on the board, which isn't great. Granted, we could then be able to attack with Ahri and have two people attack and get recalled. But yeah, it's going to make it harder to be able to play Ahri, recall her, and then replay her, because then there's going to be two Ahris on the board, which could be an issue. It would be two hymns, but we wouldn't have the mana to play both of them, because the whole point of this build is getting the mana to play another one. So like we couldn't even use both of them. Yeah, I don't think Shadow Totem's actually going to be good here. We could keep trying to reroll, but I think we'll just take the +1 in Deathless. Alright, Solitary Monk, Shop, or Gold Chest. Cutting a card wouldn't be terrible, because there's a lot of things we don't need with this build. But trying to go for a shop to get something else that would be helpful. Like if we could get the husks or something, that wouldn't be bad. So yeah, I think let's go for Squeaker. Alright, so these are not Ahri's. We're just going to re-roll everything. We just want to have multiple copies of Ahri. Alright, solid.
The forest and I are one.
Alright, do a recall for free.
In the wood,
Play her again for 1.
wild hearts should run free.
Animation speed increase. Definitely needed.
Flight steps.
Alright, so not too bad. Let's see. I think let's just drop this for units. So we could use this to recall our Ahri. We would have enough to then play her again. Sure, I think this should be fine. Alright, these units dying is not a big deal.
I'll see all this world has to offer.
Granted, the recall is a little unnecessary because we already had enough damage to end. Yeah, you just ramp up like crazy.
Into moonlight.
GG.
Remember this moment.
Ghost, give an ally elusive, Guardian. Yeah, I don't really care about, either of these. I think we'll just go here for a stun, but again, we're not really planning on playing any of these. Yeah, this is fine. Let's go for the shop, see if we can get something Solid. Game start, draw 2. Gives us more chance of drawing our Ahri. That's okay. All right, healer. We're never going to play the 6 cost, most likely, so we can get rid of it. All right, Fiora.
I would gut down the opposition.
And again, let's pretty much re-roll everything but Ahri. Like, we would love to get either quick draw, so the cards we draw this round cost 1 less, or an extra mana gem. Any cost reduction on our Ahri at all.
I go where the wind
Also, the hold it will be pretty nice here, although I suppose they might use, yeah, their 3 cost spell to their Cataclysm.
New recruit reporting in.
be still. Wild hearts should run free.
Yeah, it really hangs up here.
Like that.
Alright, so pretty much we can just pass next round and then attack and end the game.
Raise the banner, lift our spirits.
But kind of doesn't. Yeah, we'll double her one more time just in case they are able to block her, but they shouldn't because Fiora is going to get their elusive and then be stunned.
All this world has to offer.
Yeah, this doesn't really matter because this is a boss fight, so any damage we take, we're just going to fully heal up. And yeah, we're just going to be able to end. So yeah, we could keep going, keep doubling her stats, but we're already overkilling by a ton.
2 steps into moonlight.
GG. Would this work with Curator's Gatebreaker? Yes and no. So you could get that strike off, but part of this build is we're getting tons of extra copies of our Ahri, so we're getting a bunch of our recall spells. So you're just going to be less consistent at getting those. So it's like, if you cut something from this, it's just going to make the build more difficult. So yes, you're getting the trade-off of getting a Nexus Strike in, but something else is going to have to give, because then you're either not going to have the mana on play to play the Redoubled Valor, or you're not going to have the cheaper or more common champion spells. So yes, you can do Redoubled Valor, but, or not, you can use Gatebreaker, but you're having to get rid of something important. So if you want, you can do it, but it's not like you can just easily swap something out. We could go for Farsight, but at the same time, we're pretty much almost guaranteed to draw her because we have so many copies of her. I think let's do a reroll. Elusive. Yeah, none of this is really great. Like, capturing their strongest enemy. We always have elusive anyways, pretty much. Try one more. Augment becomes tech, challenger, or tough. I guess we'll go for augment just so we get a little bit of extra power. But yeah, really hoping for something else. Ahri or Heimer? Right now I'm leaning towards Ahri. Alright, let's go here. Alright, quick draw. This will be nice, having a little bit of extra cost reduction. Emperor's Dais actually... That's actually not terrible. So the way this would work is our Ahri would attack, and then this would attack on the right, meaning that even if we don't play a unit, we actually have someone we can recall, so Ahri gets twice the damage. So that's really good. Whereas quick draw, getting the cost reduction is solid, but Yeah, I think this is actually going to be giving us more damage because it's essentially doubling the damage our Ahri's doing, because normally we only have Ahri on the board, so we can't get our second strike in. So while we do like the cost reduction, I think this is going to help us out more. All right, so Rekindler or Healer. I mean, cutting a card would be better, so sure, let's try to go for Jubilant Poro. I haven't tried Scissors yet, but I feel like that wouldn't do much until she's leveled. Scissors is good before she's leveled. You do have the issue, though, that it sometimes makes you have too many cards in your hand. So that is something to be aware of. But yeah, Scissors is fine. It definitely works. Let's re-roll everything. We just want to get our Ahri. Chosen by the Stars felt pretty good as well. All right, let's drop our Ahri here. The hold it is pretty nice that it just helps us not have to focus on the enemy, and we can just focus on our own game plan and trying to end. So it does help just take the pressure off you, which is pretty nice.
Be still. Wild hearts should run free.
So yeah, we could recall more, but we wouldn't have the mana to player. But now we should be able to get 2 strikes off. So this should be pretty solid. Because yeah, we'll hit, now switch with the other unit, get another hit off, GG. Yeah, that's why we went for a seat over the quick draw. We can go for more children. Yeah. We honestly might end up cutting children just because it's one card we have the most copies of. I think we'll hold off until the later shop if we do decide to do that. Yeah, we have a lot of good things, but a lot of things we just probably aren't going to play. The Pathless we can potentially play, just because we can get it to be a 0 cost. I think we'll get rid of the Maker. Just because it's a little bit more expensive, we probably won't be able to play it. At least we hope we never have to. Don't really care about any of those. Yeah. This would be kind of useless because we're already stunning the strongest enemy. Let's leave to see if there's another shop. All right, there is not. Grant the weakest enemy vulnerable. Also not really going to help us at all. Draw 1, give it fleeting. That's fine. Because extra draw is not bad. Making sure we get our Ahri. So we could go for that. I think the Kingpin costs 500, so getting this would let us get another one. Yeah, we probably have enough power. We can just grab this. Sure, we can do that. So let's go for Blighted Ravine. All right, so double Ahri, solid. Yeah, I like how there's a lot of different ways you can play Ahri. A lot of different builds that she can utilize. Like, this is one that seems pretty crazy powerful, but it's like, I'm not even confident saying this is her best build. Alright, go for a
whisper in the wood.
free recall.
The forest and I are one.
Because, yeah, I mean, unless they have ways to shut us down, we can just end in the first round. Now, this isn't... The reason we didn't do this into Lysandra was we're playing too many cards, and so against Lysandra, this gets shut down. But most of the people, this is going to be a very strong build.
Don't let my size fool you.
GG. I don't really think Scissors is as powerful as this one, though. Like, Scissors, I think, is fun, but I don't think it probably compares to this. We can grab the Homecoming. Alright, Kingpin. Grant a random item to a random card in your hand. That's fine. Let's go here for a healer, and let's actually get rid of the Homecoming. Really good, but again, we probably are never going to play this. Alright, Misfortune.
Sure you can handle me.
Scissors are bad, jump, just accept it. Let's... I guess we'll hold on to Yasuo, increase our odds to get more Ahris.
Looking for trouble?
It found you funny. I was going to say the same.
Never underestimate the power of a 2-cost champion. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Never stop shooting.
Rip.
Feels
It's so much damage. Well, so our Ahri is still alive. And we can still recall her for free, so... Little bit of a hiccup, but we're fine.
Looking for trouble?
We probably won't be able to end now, though.
funny. I was going to say the same.
So it'll take us one more round.
Like that.
All right, 9 cards. We're gonna draw an extra one next round, so we're playing this just to get it out of hand.
The ocean whispers her secrets.
Sure, we can drop this here. Also, what did we get?
Be still.
All right, not bad. Although I suppose since our Ahri's on the board, it probably doesn't even trigger.
Funny. I was going to say the same.
All right, so we have more than enough damage.
Bullet to the face.
So we could recall her a bunch more times. Because we have still a 3 mana, and we only really pay 1 mana to have to replay her. So we could keep doubling her stats and whatnot, but we already have more than enough, so we'll just pass and attack.
The forest surrounds us.
GG.
Too slow. Naturally.
Level her? Oh, really not needed. Oh. All right, pretty awesome build for Ahri. You're able to scale her up to be absolutely ridiculous, as long as you're not going up against an opponent that has a lot of stuns, frostbites, or just flat out kill spells. This is going to be a very solid way to scale up your Ahri very quickly and end games incredibly fast. And while this is already good with her being at 5 stars, it's going to be even better if you have her at 6 stars, because then you're also just getting all these extra strikes off. So very solid and consistent build. Granted, one thing to look out for is getting some form of like overwhelm, because if your Ahri is just getting blocked and you don't have a way to get through the enemy, then you'll have a little bit of a weaker time. But still very solid. Almost completed the pass and spent less than a week. Seems like they were not kidding to make it easier to compete. I mean, you could do that with the other one as well. Oh, Gold Vault. I pretty much played. I only played enough the weekend to get my daily wins in, though. Kind of burnt out and just needed to try to recharge. So I probably spent the whole weekend, other than editing, playing Satisfactory. All right, ad is about to drop. So if you need to get a drink, go to the bathroom, go ahead and do that right now, and we'll just get set up for the next run. All right, so for the next one, what we're going to do is Poro King. My Golden Reliquary reset today, so I was able to get the Black Shield. So we swapped out the Formidable for this. So we're dropping our units. The one-cost units are going to get 4 keywords immediately. So they're going to be able to consistently trigger our star powers. And you see right here, allies with 4 unique keywords have 2/2. And so that's, yeah, going to be the build. Also, I think I'm going to go to the bathroom while it's still an ad break. Just arriving and seeing the king, yeah. All right, so this is what we're going to try for the next weekly nightmare. We have Poro King, build a going with Spirit of the Buru, Secret Technique, and Black Shield. Secret Technique makes it so all of our Poro snacks, we're going to get twice the amount of stats from them. So that's really nice. Spirit of the Buru and the Black Shield. All the keywords are fantastic, so that alone is very, very good. But this triggers our star powers so that we get this to go off, giving all of our units 2/2 every single round. So this should give us good protection and survivability because we're getting spell shield on all of our units, getting a lot of scaling from our star powers and the secret technique. So this should be good. I think Poro King is already solid. When he gets a constellation, he's going to be insane. When they add target farming, the specific champion relic should be unlockable once you complete the whole constellation. I mean, yeah, that'd be nice. Are there other good uses for Black Shield? I think it's probably going to be similar to the Heimer relic or the Nexus having tough turret plating. You really like that into Swain. I think Black Shield is going to be similar. Like, you might want to run this when you're going into Lysandra, just because she has so many annoying spells. Now, she does have a lot of spells, so she potentially is going to have enough to still go through and hit your units, but at least blocking A Entomb and blocking A Buried and Ice, things like that, could be really good, especially if you're playing someone like Ahri or Lilia, where you can just resummon your units, so you can keep this triggering. So I think it is going to be a little bit more of a niche relic for a lot of people, but I think it's going to be one during just like certain adventures, like maybe against Ezreal and monthly challenges. There's just going to be certain times where you might want to use it. Anyway, so let's grab this. And yeah, we're going to hit up the Lysandra Nightmare Portal. Going to be a little funny because we're also going up against a bunch of Poros with little buddies. Inevitability, so they're going to have really good scaling as well. And the Deadly. We are just a 3-star champion, but let's see how we can do here. Poro King Constellation can make playing the King a better strategy, or give it Yips and make it absolutely broken. Yeah, Yips would be great. Yips would be fantastic. All right, let's go for the power here. So, new student isn't bad, because this is a unit on the board to immediately get 4 keywords. This would also help. Yeah, this could be good since it's on the board first. it's going to help our other units. Or it's going to get buffed by other units. So that's not bad. Reset also isn't terrible, and Duelist also isn't bad. Yeah, I like New Student. I think I don't want to get rid of these. We'll save our rerolls, because especially we only have 4. Some of our other champions we have like 7. So we don't have as many, so I think we'll just grab this. Alright, let's go for a Tinkerer. Being able to consistently get our star powers triggering every round is quite nice. Let's... Yeah, we can hold on to this here. Alright, so this one's a little difficult. We could drop our Professor and buff up all future units. Or we could just play 2 units and they would both get the 2/2 buffs right now. I think since we have our Sparring Student on the board and this is getting all of our keywords so that we're going to get the scaling, we might drop the Professor. Yeah, I think we'll drop this here.
Like this? Oh, I see.
And we're just going to pass. Actually... Sure, they'll block with a Flame Chompers, but we can attack with our Sparring Student. See, that was a situation that if we didn't have our Sparring Student, we wouldn't have wanted to drop our Professor because we would have wanted to get our board-wide scaling going. Alright, let's drop this here to get another blocker going. And yeah, we'll put these here. Sucks to lose 2 of our units, but we don't want to take too much damage. Alright, so we just want to build out our board. Thing is, they also are scaling a ton. So it's not like we have a massive advantage in that regards.
Finding details is my job.
They're good at replacing their units we're about to kill, because we were gonna attack with our quick attack challenger and get rid of that one. We can attack with our Sparring Student though. I think we'll hold off with most of the rest. Yeah, I think this is okay.
Stand aside. An expert is at work.
Alright, so we could drop our Poro King. He would level, but I think we probably want to wait and just use like a Poro Nip. So let's go ahead and see what they do. Alright, so we could kill that unit. And probably get rid of the Professor.
Focus. Focus.
So we will lose some of our Poros. But we're killing most of their board. Yeah, this will be okay. So we can redevelop here. All right, so let's drop our horror stories, get 1 more unit. Also buffs up our Sparring Student a little bit more. And let's go ahead and attack. Wow, double flame chompers. All right, let's go ahead and kill this unit, and then GG. The extra spell shield is nice for the protection. Hey, little Jane, a pot. Glad you could make it. Yeah, the mini boss is gonna be hell with Poro King. I'm not even sure who the mini boss is. Oh, Aurelia. That's what you were talking about. Yep, that will suck. When summon, draw Poro. If you behold a Poro, reduce the cost of a card in hand by 1. We do have pretty good Poro generation, so I think we'll be fine without this one. We can... Yeah, I think this will be okay. But yeah, if Poro King doesn't work, not a big deal. We just wanted to try out a new build with him. Peach Eater, how are you doing today? I'm doing well. It's... Yeah, I had a restful weekend, so I'm recharged and ready to go, which is nice. I think we'll go for Kennen just because he's a 1 cost. And yeah, we want to just have cheap units. So I think Kennen will be solid. Gold, slot bot, or spells chest. We might want to go for slot bot just because we don't actually have too many rerolls. When the foe attacks, they summon a flame chompers. I think this has a bunch of items on it, which makes it pretty rough. If the foe is a landmark, grant their strongest unit 3/3. I think we'll actually end up going here. Their unit will be getting buffed up because we probably don't have any removal, but I think Baboon can be pretty rough. I mean, yeah, if we knew we were going to get a Poro Snacks, then yeah, going for Spells Chest would be great, but high likelihood we don't get a Poro Snacks. Yeah, let's go for Scout. That's not bad. Especially since they were supposed to fix it so our Spirit of the Buru affects 0-cost units.
I always wondered what was out there.
Do we want to drop our Kennen? Mark of the Storm. I mean, we already have Quick Attack. I think we might use this later for a rally. Let's maybe just drop our Poro. And yeah, we just want to get as many units on our board right now, so we have more units getting that 2/2 buff. And yeah, we're not going to attack because these are pretty ridiculous. This is one thing that would be nice if they could try to show us beforehand what items cards had, because it really changes the difficulty of the encounters.
The oasis of the dawn flows again.
Yeah, that's not a Poro. And then yeah, the tough actually sucks because each strike then is getting reduced down. So yeah, Poro Nip not going to help us too much. I think we could probably just work on building out our board.
So much to see.
Oh, you're in for it.
All right, so we could recall this unit just to reduce down the damage we're taking a little bit. But yeah, most of our units are dying, which is definitely sad. An ally strikes an enemy. If the ally is multi-region, it strikes the enemy again. I think most of our Poros are mono-region. Oh, we have... Yeah, some. We do have also... Our Teemo. This is a 6 cost, though, so that's a little rough. Yeah, I'll just go here. That's nice. I got my 6-star Pyke. I'm so happy. Nice. Pyke is very fun. Might be weak compared to how big the Poros grow, but did you try porking with Miss Fortune Relic? I think I have a while ago when it first came out. Let's drop this here. Yeah, I think with Porking we might have an issue where we just can't scale up fast enough. Normally, Porking can just steamroll most challenges, but with how much they scale, yeah, I think we're probably actually not going to be able to really do too much here. Because if we attack, we can just die. We don't actually have enough big enough units to hit them. And yeah, they're... While we can scale up faster than them, they have so many stats up front that even though we're like catching up, we're not getting there fast enough. I think let's go for Golden Herald just so we can get some blockers going. Alright, so we need to drop this one here. Alright, so we're not actually going to use our Golden Herald. We would like to have them next round. But yeah, there's sadly not too much we can do. Which, I mean, he is a 3 cost. This is a 5.5. The lack of Poro Snacks is also an issue this game. Yeah, we've not gotten a single Poro Snacks the entire time. So Sand Soldiers are nice to have.
We perceive what others cannot.
Alright, so we'll attack with these two. Not that it's actually going to do too much. Iridescent Iris 1312, thank you for the follow, and Zoxy and Litja in a pot, thank you for the follows, appreciate it. And yeah, we are not gonna be able to do anything because they have double overwhelm units and they both have spell shield. We can't kill both of them. Yeah, we are toast. Oh well.
You die for glory.
Yep, so we could try to kill some of these units, but I mean, the things that are bothering us are the overwhelm, and I mean, even if we used both of them, we're still taking the damage, so we're still dying. So yeah, kind of doesn't matter. Rip. Oh, a little sad, but not too surprising. We'll try again quickly. Yeah, I might need to go and grab someone like our Pyke or something. We do have Poro Snacks. That's nice. So that can help out a bit. Alright, so we're just trying to have as many units on the board as possible. That way we can get as much scaling as possible.
Strikes from angles unexpected.
Yeah, so we will just end right here. And normally this would be, for one, a huge attack round one. And then just the fact we're scaling by 2/2 every round would be more than most people can handle. But it's just because it's a nightmare. Everyone has such crazy amount of stats. The Porous Snacks is only going to hit 2 of our units. Let's pass first and see what they do. Okay, just attacking. Alright, so the good thing here is we do actually have 2 Poro surviving. Which again, they're only doing because we actually have the Poro Snacks. We can't attack though because they can just block with their scout and kill us.
We perceive what others cannot.
All right, so we're not going to be able to get around that, so we'll just attack with our elusive. Yeah, let's go ahead and actually wait, give an ally 2 power. Yeah, it's not going to be enough, even if it is doubled. All right, so we'll attack like this, get some damage down, try to build out our board a bit.
The order of our Emperor, our God.
Out here, you're moving or you're dead.
So we could drop 1 unit to try to block. But we might want to use our Cloud Stance. Yeah, I think we'll end up passing actually. Yeah, we have to put that one first there. Alright, that one can block and kill them there. So, like, we could attack and kill this unit, but I think we're going to pick someone... We want our first unit to get the strike, because then with the Fury, they will scale up and hit the 12 power. That way they can then kill the Rune Runner, because that overwhelm is our main issue. So we're picking a target that our first unit can kill. So we'll go ahead and drop this here. Alright, so a little sad we had so many units die. Not great.
Quite right, quite right.
Alright, so we could drop our Poro King. I think they technically can generate a elusive, so we're actually gonna just attack first.
I see the way.
And then here we'll drop our Poro King. And we really need to get lucky and draw some Poros. Let's make sure each round the first time you summon another Poro. So yeah, I guess let's drop Heart of the Fluffit. Although this is going to make up Poro Snacks, that's a 3 cost. Which means we won't actually be able to play it. But yeah, it's not actually reducing down our max number of units. It's just kind of leaving it the same.
You got caught!
I have studied every fighting manual.
Rip. Let's go ahead and we can have him hit there.
To learn.
And we don't actually have anyone strong enough to survive these couple places. So that is a little sad. Yep, I think it's just too many stats for us, sadly. Which, I mean, we are playing a 3-star champion.
Sorry.
Was going a bit better, though.
The oasis of the dawn flows again.
Cannon them small enough to your Poro? Yeah, pretty much. Alright, let's drop the Pouty Poro. We have one draw on it, so that's nice. Yeah, kind of the issue, though, is that
See? Watch me do a trick!
they just have so many units that we can't actually attack because they have units that are too big to block us. But then we're developing our board just to try to survive another round, and we just can't make enough to really do anything. Yep, rip, GG. Also, Reli is just brutal with the scaling everywhere. Yeah. Kind of sick of Deadly every week. Yeah. All right, so not quite able to make it. Poro King is still very solid. I think this build is going to be quite good. He's probably going to be one of the best general users of the Black Shield Epic Relic, but into the 5.5 Deadly modifier, especially when they have one of the powers that is further helping them scale and summon more units. Yeah, Poro King just can't quite cut it here, which isn't really a surprise, but I was hoping he could try to get through. All right, so we could use Pyke there, potentially. Pyke could be fun. Although Swain would also be solid just because they have so many units, and Swain is great at multiple units. So yeah, Swain could be fun. Devs mentioned Deadly just makes it easier for them to scale adventures even more instead of having to do it manually every time. Yes, that was in my interview, actually. I asked them about the Deadly modifier. Sure. We haven't done Pyke in a little while. We can go ahead and grab him. Yeah, that looks fine. And as far as his constellation, we'd have everything. But sure, let's go and do this weekly. Yeah, it should be good. Although it looks like another ad is wanting to drop. So if you need to go to the bathroom, if you need to go and do anything else, go ahead and do that, and we'll wait before we get really anything done in the adventure. Deadly Ledros was a bit. Yeah, Deadly Ledros was something. 6-star Vex did great, except on Aurelia. Lost 1 run to Aurelia, but won the second one. Yeah, I could see Vex being pretty solid, killing all those Poros. Yeah, Aurelia will be rough. Pyke here is going to be a little bit of a mixed bag because the enemy's going to be putting a lot of pressure on us early. As long as we can survive to the mid game to drop our Pyke and have him just start wiping the board, then we'll be fine. Since we have him at 6 stars, I think we should be fine. Like we've taken him into adventures that he kind of gets countered by before, and he did okay. But yeah, this is a pretty tough one with them getting units every single round, and then them also getting everything buffed up. And that's on top of them summoning units at the start of the game anyways, as well as getting more Nexus health and mana. Yeah, it's pretty rough. All right, let's go ahead and load in. All right, let's go ahead and see what we get for our first power. When you summon a created ally, grant it 2/2. So this is good for our Sharkling that we generate with our Phantom Hall. It is really good for that. Pyke should count as a created ally from the Death from Below. So it should make him have an additional 2/2 as well. Our Sharkling should also get 2/2. This unit that we're creating also would get 2/2. Reunited, though, buffing up all of our units isn't bad. Enfeebling Strike, also really good, so that if we don't kill units, we're at least reducing down their health, or their power, that is. So yeah, Enfeebling could be solid. Biggle Dust could just give us a lot of damage. So aggression or defensive is really the call here. I think Enfeebling's probably the smarter play. Would probably be good to especially use this on like Aurelia. But I like going aggro, so we'll go for Biggle Dust. But if you're trying to make sure you clear this, going for Enfeebling here would probably be the safer bet. Yeah, we'll go for Biggle Dust. I think this should work out pretty well. Let's go for Scavenger. This is solid. Yeah, that's not bad. I haven't played Pyke in a minute, but he's a very fun champion. I think let's drop this here for the vulnerable.
Take from the rich, give to me.
Do we want to attack with everyone? Yes, both of these are elusive, so it's not like we're going to be able to stop them regardless. Let's actually go here. That way we should be able to get our lurk and then kill this unit with the quick attack.
Don't be calling no enforcers.
Alright, so it's going to go off twice. Alright, so we can drop that next round. They get another... Yeah, I think let's go ahead and drop this here so we can kill their unit. And then when we drop our Snapdraw Swarm, we know we're going to get this attacking alongside us.
This was a bad idea.
So yeah, not too bad. Pyke is so interesting. There's so many cool combos. Alright, we really just need to make sure we don't take damage. Kind of the biggest thing right now. We need to keep our Nexus health high. So sacrifice no units isn't the worst. Alright, so this should give us, yeah, leveled Pyke on the board. Oh, nice.
I smell panic. Tide's rising. I wasn't ready either.
Yeah, so we're not going to be quite enough to end, sadly. Literally one away. Who knows? Maybe they won't block. Oh, also, yeah, we have the... Never mind, we have Lurk. We're fine. GG. Fantastic.
Back to the waters. Bring the dead with us.
Blood in the water. Deal 1 to anything, then rally. Summon a unit. Normally, you don't really like getting spells, but this does summon another unit. That unit is going to be bigger because of our big old dust dash. This does give us a rally. So even though you normally don't want to go for spells, I think we'll make an exception for this one. All right, support champ. Let's see. Again, don't really want to go for especially landmarks and equipment because they can't trigger lurk. So that's pretty rough. So we do have a spell here. Don't like that. We can go for Rek'Sai, which is the lurk synergy, so that's not bad. Biz has a capture. Yeah, we'll probably just go for Rek'Sai, because, I mean, it is the other lurk deck, so can't be complaining too much about that. Yeah, we can go here. Shop, Solitary Monk, or Item Chest. Going for the shop would be nice. If the foe has played a spell, they summoned a Short Tooth. Well, that'll be fun. Yeah, let's go here. But the summon unit is a 5 cost, so it won't be a lurker. No, it probably won't be a lurker, but it's not going to be in our deck, so it's not going to mess with our lurk. And it's going to be a big unit because it's a 5 cost and it's getting hit with Biggle Dust, so it gets an extra 2/2. So even if it's not a lurker, it still should be a pretty big, solid unit. Let's get rid of a Bone Skewer. Let's get rid of Call the Pack. We don't want to have all spells in our opening hand. Like, it's nice to get them out of the way so that they're not in our deck messing with us, but at the same time, it's, yeah, not the best. Oh, that Shark Trainer is massive. All right, we do have multiple free attacks, so sure, let's drop this here. We're intentionally not playing this first. All right, so now we can play this so we can get a swarm on the top of our deck. Yeah, we can just attack with this. We'll keep the other two as blockers.
Let's get screwed.
It's a little rough. We were hoping we could get our free attack off,
Bullet to the face.
so we could try to just get a little bit more damage down. Yeah, this is a ton of damage. We do want to kill that unit, but I don't know if we really can. Blocking the overwhelm units isn't really going to matter because we're not really going to reduce down their health at all. Let's go ahead and use our skewer here to kill their songstress. Yeah, that is a ton of damage. Yeah, we'll go ahead and attack like this. All right, let's drop our Snapjaw. Yeah, they're already summoning a Poro every round, but then they're also getting a short tooth as well. All right, so we have our Pyke. So he will strike the strongest and the weakest. He should be able to kill everyone. If not, when he attacks, then he should be able to kill everyone. Yes. All right. Perfect. Sparveg, we are doing the 5.5 Weekly Nightmare. Alright, so we took a ton of damage all from one attack, but we're still ending. GG.
More names off the list. More names on it.
Yeah, that Spriggle Dust stash is really helping our Pyke level when we play him. So the powers, we just have the Biggle Dust Dash, so our created allies get the 2/2. Who do you recommend using my Bilgewater Nova Crystal on? I like Pyke, but he feels inconsistent. So Pyke is a lot of fun, and he's very, very good, but Misfortune is probably stronger. Also, I would say just watch the stream, because we're doing Pyke right now, and we're going to be showing 6-star Misfortune in the next adventure. So I would say just watch both of these, or there's also like videos on YouTube if you want, and you can kind of make up your own mind. I would say Misfortune is more consistent and is incredibly powerful, but I think Pyke is a lot of fun. All right, so it is a spell. Does have the Dragonlings. The Dragonlings would hit Lurk because they're below the 3 cost, so they would both be massive. Also, they would hit with the Biggle Dust. So this could give us a huge heal. The one issue is by the point in the game we could play this, would probably already be dead or the game be over. So yeah, I think we'll just stick with the Hatchling. But this does have potential, but in this environment, we're just going to be dead before we can use it. All right, let's go for the shop, see if we can get something. All right, some stuff that's not bad. When an ally survives, damage granted 1/1. This will give us a little bit of scaling, but most of our units aren't surviving the damage because the enemy units are so big. So it would work for like our barrier unit, but let's try to do a reroll. When you summon an ally, granted Fury, it is a dragon. Some of our units are getting kills. Our Pyke is getting kills, so it could give us a little bit of scaling. But since we're so low as far as health, I really want something that's going to help us immediately. So because of that, I'm being a little bit more greedy with my rerolls because we need something to help us now. Game start, this will help us a decent amount. Make sure we have something in our opening hand. We'll buy the 1 copy of this, just more stats for our units. And we're going to buy the 1 copy of Fated, mostly just as a little bit of like a insurance. If we get evolved, then these are going to be even bigger, which this is the unit we're summoning every round, so it being a little bit bigger is fantastic. But yeah, we're just getting 1 of both for the items. And let's go for the Abyssal Eye. Yeah, Fury for Pyke would be nice, but the one thing with that is by the time Pyke hits the board, we've won. That would be more of a win more power. Like, I don't think Pyke is really going to need the extra scaling by the time he's on the board. Whereas our biggest issue is surviving the first couple rounds. Because, yeah, the enemy can just throw so much aggression at us that we can't quite make it. Monster Harpoon and Call the Pack aren't bad. It's nice to have these out of our deck. We would like some free attacks, but we do have 2 extra draws, so yeah, I think we'll hold on to this. Yeah, poor King couldn't keep up, sadly. Alright, so we have one of our free attack units. That's not bad. I think let's go for the petty officer.
I need more hands.
Please don't kill our petty officer. Okay, good. We need to try to kill as many of their units as possible. Killing their Abyssal Eye is going to be very important. And yeah, with the 2-2 scaling, or it's 2-1, I guess, but yeah, this will be good.
Oh, I've never met anyone like
It's
you.
so many units, and they're probably going to open attack. Like, this is the biggest thing, is we have to survive the first attack by the enemy. Alright, so Rek'Sai would kill one and be on the board. Under Titan could potentially summon another unit for us, which could be really nice. Kill one, block one. They probably won't block, so it's not going to do that. It could summon another unit, but that's not... Don't necessarily want to bet on that. Yeah, I think Rek'Sai is going to be better here. We just need to survive this attack.
Does this?
Easy. Alright, so this Pyke's not going to be created. We could wait to drop him after the attack, but we could use him attacking with us.
I'll take my share. You cut my line.
Yeah, a little worrying. We could keep this one back as a blocker. But let's just attack and try to do as much as we can. So yeah, we're one away from leveling. Sadly, we don't have the Pyke champion spell to have him get a strike off. Because that's really what we need right now. Okay, that's not bad. Ooh.
Just keeps getting stronger.
Ooh. Alright, let's try to attack and end before things get too out of hand. Alright, GG. Not even close.
I get mine. You get yours.
Living on the edge. We already have the Overwhelm, but we don't really want to get either of the other two. I mean, Predict isn't bad, and Summoning Unit's not bad, but we really just want to have units in our deck so that when we attack, we summon other followers. Drawing a spell normally is not great for us. All right, let's see. Can we get a halfway decent power? Honestly, Crescent Strike's not bad. Create a Fleeting Blade's Edge in hand. I don't think that has any way to try to help us at all. Yeah, no. 3 Chrono Breaks. Again, it spells in our deck. Could potentially be clutch in a moment. Sure, another blocker. We're just trying to get anything to help us survive. Because, yeah, we're kind of struggling. All right, let's go for Aurelia.
Fight for the first lands.
Didn't the Pyke spell have Rally? The Pyke spell last time had buff the top deck by like 6/6. This is 6-star Pyke. We'll hold into 1 copy of Pyke. We don't... Well, having 2 is not bad, but we want them... Yeah, we'd rather just have the Bone Skewer. Okay, that's nice. Huh. We don't actually want him to get recalled. So let's attack like this. We will get our Lurk effect off, and then we could try to drop Rek'Sai and kill their Aurelia.
Take your place.
Because, yeah, we just really want her dead.
Silent as death.
My homeland.
All right, nice. Yeah, we have an elusive blocker. Fine with that.
Give me grace enough to mask my doubts.
Ooh, that is quite a lot.
What technique is this?
So we could use like a Bone Skewer, fizzle that attack, and then kill one of the blades. But yeah, they're just gonna immediately attack again. We do have Rek'Sai again, which is kind of funny. So Rek'Sai could be able to kill... Actually, she can't quite kill the Blossoming Blade.
You challenge the wind?
Alright, so this won't be great, but it will reduce down damage a lot. And then we'll just immediately try to play another unit. So yeah, really we just have to survive this attack. And then we can drop our death from below. And then we should be pretty much fine. Just the usual Aurelia cringe, yeah. Alright, so let's drop this here. We could wait for them to play something. This is fast speed, so we can be reactive with it. I think let's just drop a hatchling and see what they do.
Spin it round, throw it down.
Alright, so more units for us to hit and kill.
I'm just getting started!
The update to levels is next patch. GG.
I get mine, you get yours.
feel like at this state of LOR, Pyke should be reverted to a 4 cost. I mean, that would be nice. Do like a free attack. Yeah. Normally he should be strong enough to kill whatever he is gonna hit. Spells and skills deal 2 extra damage. We don't really have anything other than our monster harpoon, which honestly with high chance we end up cutting. We don't have the mana for Craftsman's Favor. Allied buffs except barrier are permanent. Pretty sure like our lurk buffs are already permanent, so I feel like that does nothing for us. Is Acelin Nightmare beatable? What do you think? I mean, yeah, all the nightmares are going to be beatable. Granted, we haven't gotten to this week's yet. So yeah, I think we need to reroll. Evolution, fantastic. This is kind of what we've been banking on with some of the upgrades we've been getting. So yeah, that should be very, very good. Chamber of Renewal or item chest. We'll go here, getting our Pyke. Spell Shield will not only give him 1/1, but also that little bit of protection. So yeah, let's go for Shadow Assassin. This is okay. Yes. All right, let's build out our board. We can drop our Snapjaw Swarm next round.
Today, you are King Kulu.
My training is unconventional.
I think I kind of want to keep the Disciples so we can block their Shadow Assassin. Oh, yeah, and this is focus speed. I think we will actually hold him back.
Defy and resist.
All right, nice. Killing a lot of their board. Still having some of our units around.
They picked the wrong road.
All right, let's go ahead and get our Lurk off.
They'll never see me coming.
I think let's go ahead and get another free attack because we could drop our Pyke next round, and we have the attack token next round, so we shouldn't really need to get the Lurk off as much.
You'll thank me later.
Although that being said, banking the mana for more bone skewers would probably be,
Challenge the wind.
yeah, probably would have been a little bit better.
You'll soon understand my methods.
All right, so we can drop our Pyke. He'll get a strike off. He can get his free attacks. We'll get the Lurk in. Nice. Technically, we should put him first. I mean, them bringing another unit is just someone else is going to die to Pyke. GG.
Back to the waters! Bring the dead with us!
When I'm summoned, draw a spell. So we summon this like every round. It would give us a lot of draw, but at the same time, it would get the spells out of our hand. So there's that. Sure. It'll make sure we draw our Pyke spell. It will be a lot of potential overdraw. All right, let's get Spell Shield on Pyke. And let's see here. Our hand's gonna be pretty full, although this can make sure we actually get a follower on top. So yeah, this will be solid actually. Some other things here are fine, but I think we're good. Also, looks like ad's about to drop, so we'll go ahead and pause. If you need to go to the bathroom, get a drink or anything, go ahead and do that right now. You have 1.5 minutes. Let's see. So we have a champion item chest, spells chest. Yeah, we'll probably head up here. Gotta drink my honey tea to help my throat. Oh. Yeah, Pyke is a blast, a lot of fun. Can be a little bit... Well, he is pretty consistent at 6 stars. But I would say Misfortune is probably stronger if you're comparing them both being maxed out. I just really like the Pyke playstyle, though. Lurk is a lot of fun. I like playing with all your lurkers, or... I like to call them sea monsters, even though they're not technically sea monsters, but... all the scary fish. They're... yeah. As far as aesthetically, I think Pyke is way cooler than Misfortune. Oh. All units have vulnerable. The foes units have 4 power and quick attack. Oh, how fun. Alright, everyone will be back here in a moment. Alright, let's go up for the champion item chest. So let's hit up the Snowy Razor Claw. Yep, this is okay. Hey, great. Alright, so we have our snapshot for next round. Let's drop this here. We need to remember to use this so we can use our predict. Do we want the Under Titan? I think let's go for the hatchling, actually. So now when we attack, we know we're going to be summoning that unit, which will be pretty awesome. Yeah, I guess we can go here. Well, we kind of don't really... we don't want to have to play this again. We don't want it to go in hand. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, we're gonna be overdrawing, which we kind of knew was gonna happen. Let's put this one here.
Looking for this? Big one's trouble.
And we'll use a Bone Skewer to kill that unit.
You picked the losing side.
Yeah, so we're reducing down the damage taken a bit. Alright, let's do our predict. Even though we knew it was on our top deck, but still. Alright, once again, predict, pick a follower. And hopefully our Pyke is big enough. Yeah, he's fine. GG. I'm rooting for Snowy the Razor Claw. Well, that's not nice. Hi again, Toast. Disciple Shadow is so good. Turn 2 Heimerdinger. Nice. Alright, 2 cost reduction. Solid. Yeah, we're probably never going to have the mana to play either of these. But we could play a turn 1 Pyke if we wanted. Farsight, Reckoner's Mark. Another strike's not bad. He would get hit back, although we have so many keywords on him that he should be fine. Farsight wouldn't be terrible, but yeah, I think let's go for Reckoners. Yeah, let's just heal up. All right, Lysandra.
At last, my time is at hand.
Yeah, Black Cleaver could be interesting as well. This looks fine. I think normally his stats kick in before the strike does. So we already have 1 strike going off, but yeah, let's do our predict first. Go ahead and grab a follower. All right, turn 1, leveled Pyke. Perfect. This is the great thing about Pyke is he scales harder than almost every other champion, as in through the course of the adventure, he just gets so much stronger.
Ages pass, yet I remain. It is time for you to prove yourself, my warrior.
All right, let's drop this, see what we're gonna get. Yep, let's go for the hatchling. Drop our free attack. And we'll do this right here. GG. Yeah, throughout adventures, getting upgrades on your Pyke, just making him so strong, means that even he might be weaker at the start of the adventure than some other champions, normally he can scale up and just destroy by the end harder than almost any other champion. He's so good. All right, 6-star Pyke is still quite a lot of fun. Very, very solid champion. Seems like every Pyke game is just kind of crazy and hectic. And if you want to live life on the edge, Pyke is pretty good for that. Can be pretty deadly in the early game or dangerous, but you can quickly turn the tables and just absolutely annihilate your enemies. Ah, great time. What is the most annoying legendary modifier in your opinion? I would maybe go for the cage match. Just because it doesn't actually make it harder, it just makes it longer, which is kind of annoying. Also, Freljord is nice. I think that's a region I don't have that many of. All right, so we're going to go for the 6-star now, which is Aurelian Soul with Duplicate and Scout Scheme. So this should be tough. I think we're going to try our Misfortune, just because I don't think we've played Misfortune into a 6-star Nightmare. So for the build, we're going with Misfortune. We have Shakana, her relic, which is very good, gives us a lot of extra damage because of our 6-star, which increases all the damage of our spells and skills while we're attacking. So while this says just deal 1, it's dealing 5 damage for every 1 cost. We're going for Pack Powder to make Misfortune a 1 cost and give her scaling, and then Spirit for the Overwhelm, Quick Attack, and Fury, which is excellent. So this is the build we're going for. As far as the constellation, we have everything except for the gemstones, but we do have 1 gemstone actually, so 1 extra reroll for all Bilgewater champions. Very nice. And one of the Important things to shout out is the Yips Genius. So when you summon a 1-cost ally, granted 1/1. So that's very good. Further reason why we're trying to get Misfortune to be a 1-cost. And then Guns Blazing. While in combat, all your spells and skills deal 4 extra damage. Absolutely massive. So yeah, we're going to grab Misfortune and try out the 6.5 Nightmare. Isn't there a modifier that limits Nexus damage to 20 per turn? If there is, I haven't played against that, so I'm not sure. Let's see what we get for our first power. Officer Backup is a 2-cost, not a 1-cost. When you summon a created ally, granted 1/1. This would improve our Powder Monkeys, but not that big of a deal. Draw 1, give it Fleeting. Not bad, actually. Make sure we're getting all the best cards. Yeah, that's extra draw is not terrible. We do have some draw built in, though. I think let's do a reroll. Summon an ally, give it 1/1, round start rally. That'll be pretty nice. Yeah, let's go for this so we can just keep the pressure on every match. Let's go for Abyssal Eye. Make It Rain isn't bad. Let's get rid of the Navigator. Hold on to one of the Make It Rains. But Crackshot Corsair is pretty great for round 1. So it begins.
Let's get through.
I deal in coins and carnage.
In ring.
Alright, so we can attack like this. We could use a Make It Rain, but we wouldn't be able to then get our Misfortune on the board, which would be a little sad. So yeah, I think we'll attack like this. Alright, so we can drop Misfortune. If they attack, we can use some of our spells on the defense, but we plan on just attacking like this. So if they don't open attack, we are going to. Alright, 2 damage each. That is unfortunate because that's a lot of damage we are now missing out on. We could try to go for Scout, but we need to try to kill these units. Alright, so let's drop one of these. And yeah, let's attack like this.
Make it worth my while.
I think we'll save this for if they try to attack us.
Son of a...
Alright, GG. Who should I use my Bandle Nova on?
Miles.
One that benefits the most and is the most OP with the 6-star. So right now for Bandle, I think Vex is Bandle. Heimerdinger's Bandle. Yumi is Bandle. And I might be forgetting one other one. I think out of the people that are available, I would want to go... Oh, Nora. Right, thank you. I would probably go for Vex. But it's hard to say because right now Heimerdinger is super inconsistent. Maybe with his 6-star, he's much more consistent and much more powerful. I don't know. I haven't played with it, so that's hard to say. Also, for Yumi, I think Yumi is probably going to be pretty good with hers. But again, I haven't really played with it at all, so I'm not really sure. I think Yumi should be good. For me, though, I think I would probably go for Vex. I think I have Vex 6-star. She's pretty bad in Nightmares. I have a lot of other people say she's pretty good. Would you say 6-star Vex plays similar to Swain 6? Yes and no. Obviously, Swain 6-star is guaranteed to hit all units, but the Vex 6-star should let you cascade, so you kill one unit and then that hits others, which could keep going. I think I would go with Vex. I also kind of have a personal bias where I really like Vex's playstyle, so that's kind of also pushing me towards Vex. But again, it's kind of hard to say because I'm just not as familiar with a lot of those champions, especially it's hard to rate how good those 6-stars are going to be without actually testing them out. Like some other ones are a lot simpler and straightforward, like Ahri. See that 6-star, you'd be like, okay, I can see how this is good. Same with like Jace. Every time you recall a unit, you'd be like, oh, I know this is going to be hitting other units. Yeah, for Bandle, it's a little bit harder to evaluate because some of them are a little bit more random. But yeah, long story short, I think I would go for Vex. But that's just me. Quinn, we don't really want to get more champions in our deck. Like a 3-star Quinn is crazy, but we want to be drawing our Misfortune, not Quinn. And yeah, Valor's a 2 cost, so that's not actually good. I think we'll go for the Messenger because this will be a pretty big unit. When you pick non-champion cards from a random select option, get a copy, reduce the cost by 1. Yeah, I think let's just go for the Messenger. Yeah, Misfortune is... Or, yeah, the other champion is nice. Also, we get Scout guaranteed with our support champion, so makes Valor not really matter as much. Or Quinn. Vladimir, this happens so often. This is one thing they need to try to fix, is that you can't get duplicates. Because like having double Hunter's Machete does literally nothing, and it happens all the time. All right, so that would be cheaper. We're really wanting 1 cost if we could get them. But yeah, nothing is... Everything's too expensive here, which kind of sucks. Let's actually do a reroll, see if we can get someone with 1 costs. Okay, that's good. Yeah, Katarina's going to be great because, for one, Katarina is solid on her own, even though kind of these don't matter as much for her. But the Legion Saboteur, having double attack and a skill when we're attacking, is going to be big. Yeah, I think let's just go for Katarina. Let's see, Rekindler, Spells Chest. So Spells Chest would be better, but I don't really want to go for Lord Broadmane, because him having attack spells with the fact that they have duplicate worries me. So I think let's just go for Squeaker. We should be able to blast through this in like a first 2 attacks, I think. Does double attack trigger effects to level up Misfortune? No, it shouldn't, because that's... No, it shouldn't work like that. Let's get rid of most of these. Let's drop our Saboteur.
No one's the wiser.
And then let's attack like this. And this will do a nice amount of damage. Also, the fact we have extra draw is kind of hurting us. We'll go for Misfortune here, and then we'll try to immediately attack. Hopefully they don't open attack, but we'll see. All right, perfect. They didn't attack.
In position.
Oof, that is a little bit rough for our Misfortune. Still, though, this should be more than enough to end. All right, so we still have our double attack to, or double up to also end, but yeah, this will be good. GG. Can't wait for the animation speed up. Mordekaiser will finally be playable. I mean, I like Mordekaiser. He's one champion I really hope they upgrade. Let's go for Crackshot Corsair. This is one of our the best cards we have. Rekindler. We'll buy, yeah, one of those. Champion item, probably go there. So Savage Reckoner. Yeah, as you can see, compared to Pyke, we were able to end right around the 4 to 5 mana mark, but here with Misfortune, like, second attack and the game is over. Let's get rid of Jagged Butcher. It's good, but we already have 2 really good 1-drops, and we want our Misfortune if we can get it. Also, that's why we're playing Misfortune, is into this modifier where they have so much damage.
Only the finest serve.
We need to try to end very fast. I think we're actually not going to worry about our Misfortune. I think let's just build out, attack this round, and then try to immediately attack again next. Because, yeah, this is so much damage.
Let's see what you've got.
All right, so that's almost game. And so we'll just immediately attack as soon as we get the token. And yeah, that'll be it. Honestly, going for like the Heimerdinger relic plus the Swain relic would probably be a good strategy here, so you can be healing up at game start and reducing down the damage you're taking.
On the trigger.
Yep, GG. So yeah, 6-star Misfortune is pretty nuts.
Got us covered.
Is this the death you imagined?
Shock and Awe feels like cheating on 6-star Misfortune. Yeah, it's so good. Do you think they'll release only 4 exclusive champs or add 1 champ that's already in LOR, so 3 champs? I think they'll probably add more champs. Like, I don't think every single champion we're getting till the end of the year is going to be just new ones, so there's probably going to be adding some that are already in the game, or updating some as well. Surima? Thank you for the follow. And 1-cost ally starts a free attack. Warning Shot's actually not bad. So, Buru Leader, solid. But we are spending 3 mana for this. We could play like 3 1-costs. Warning Shot's actually solid, because if we had this in our opening hand, we could drop our Misfortune to have her on the attack. So that actually, if we can get it to work like that, would be solid. I think let's get more of our Misfortune. Play start a free attack. That's kind of funny. But let's go for Shadow Totem, because then we get 2 Misfortunes that both are using their skill, which is massive amounts of damage. Yeah, let's go for that. All right, Healer. Let's get rid of the Wave Rider. And Ornn.
Building a deck, are we? Excellent. I brought nails.
3 months before the end of the year, so probably others too. Yeah. Let's get rid of Might and Islander. And even Petty Officer. Petty Officer's not bad, but we'd like to do what we did last time, which dropping a couple of our really big 1-drops. That would be very nice.
Good. He would approve, I think.
Alright, so we'll drop our Crack Shot.
A good fight's the spice of life. Garlic works in a pinch.
Alright, we will attack like this, drop a Make It Rain, and yeah, try to do as much damage as we can, but we had not the best luck as far as draw goes. But pretty lucky with our Make It Rain that hits like all the best targets for us. So that's pretty good. The one bad thing here is we will have to spend a little bit of time to develop our board.
I will tell you.
'Cause, yeah, we don't have enough damage. So yeah, let's drop our crack shot, then go for a double up. Alright, perfect. So we'll actually get one of these smaller units, hit it with a double up, and GG.
Captain's orders. Bullet to the face.
I have a target on Nova Crystal, but no way I'm spending on Morg. I mean, yeah, they will hopefully bring out some other champion regions. Love Double Up. It's my favorite Misfortune themed card. I agree. Double Up is awesome. Let's go for a Colossal Hammer. Slow but steady. I think our spells are fast. Yeah, fast. So yeah, that doesn't really help. We could go for Reunited. Wouldn't be bad, but I think we can probably do better. Let's go for a reroll. When you summon an ally, give it 1/1. When you play a spell, deal 1 to the enemy nexus. I mean, we're only playing like normally 1 spell a match, so 1 damage. Like, rush them down is going to give us more damage than that, so sure, we can go here. Spells chest, gold chest. Yeah, we can try to go for the spells chest, so Stalker. The Noxian girl from Arcane, the mom of Mel, Jace's girlfriend. It's confirmed Ambessa will be coming to LOL. Yeah, so it feels like there's a decent chance to be coming to LOR. Alright, again, let's get rid of all of these. We want our nice big 1-drops. That's a little rough. So we could drop our Misfortune. We'd get 2 of them. They wouldn't be 1 costs though, which is sad. They would do solid damage, but we could drop these 3, which would be a lot. But yeah, their attack would do so much, so I think we will actually drop our Misfortune. If we had like 2 of our Crackshot Corsairs, we'd probably do that.
Hey there, little one. I'll be damned.
Yeah, the one bad thing here is we're not going to be able to just immediately attack and end. We don't have enough damage. And they might be able to fully develop on turn 1. So we might have not have enough actions. Because like so far for most of these, we've been able to end before they can attack. Yeah, that's not great. Because, yeah, they have 1 mana, so they might not attack. Definitely a little worried. I think let's drop this just so we have a couple blockers, although they do have Challenger. At least the good thing is they're not doing any damage to us, but the round going on 1 extra round is not the best for us. Although it's not necessarily going to.
What does he want from me?
Alright, so yeah, solid damage, but having to go for one extra round, a little sad.
Leave me alone!
Be brave.
Alright, let's just attack like this, and that should be game. Oh, so much damage we're taking from the stupid puff caps. Oh well. I mean, I start stream pretty much the same time every day, other than on patch releases. Alright, let's go for Prowling Cutthroat. That's going to be great. Solid one drop. It has Elusive and Quick Strike. That'll be very good for us. Let's go for spells. Blade's Edge isn't terrible since this can be boosted up with our attack, but Jailbreak's also really good because we just care about having one drops. So, not bad. I think we will grab the Blade's Edge just because it's fast. We can be a little bit more reactive with it. Let's hit up a shop. So that's not a one cost, so that's not great. Those are one cost though, so that is actually genuinely great. Let's look at when ally that costs one or less attacks. Okay, so for Shock and Awe, it will trigger, but it won't the yips. So the Serpent wouldn't actually be terrible in that regard. I think we're fine though, especially since there's an epic chest over here. So yeah, we could do that, but I think we'll, there's an ad that wants to go through, so we'll drop that and go ahead and go to the bathroom if you need to, go get a drink. I'll be doing that myself. All right, about 20 seconds. 20 seconds left. I really love how Twitch streamers pause the streams now. The first time I saw it was on Pirate Software streams. Yeah, I started actually doing it because of him. Oh, goodness. Yeah, so... Because, like, before him, I didn't have any ads at all, but if you don't run any ads, then Twitch does long pre-roll ads, and I heard him talk about it and how, like, that's really bad for both the viewer experience as well as the streamer, because then people click on your video, they're hit with, like, a couple minutes of ads, and they just immediately leave before they even watch the stream. So, yeah, definitely... I saw him talking about it, and I was like, that's a good idea. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's go for this epic shop. So let's go for Yeti Yearling. Pre-roll ads are the worst. Yeah. Because I want my stream to be the best experience possible. And so at first I thought, okay, not having ads would make it the best experience. But then if you don't run ads, Twitch still runs it at the start, which completely screws people over. So it was like, yeah, doing an ad break, because also it is nice for me because I drink a lot of different liquids during stream to help especially my throat not get too worn out. So I need to go to the bathroom already during the stream, so it's a nice little break. I think it's pretty good. Let's get rid of the messenger, and even the double up, we really, since we have the warning shot, we really want to get our misfortune. So we're trying to reroll a little bit more aggressively. Yeah, pirate software kind of came out of nowhere and is really taken over. Let's drop this here. We want to drop our misfortune, but I think we'll open with Legion Saboteur just in case they do anything crazy. Ha, 69, nice. This is probably going to be GG unless... Well, that was rude. Anyways, still GG.
That's how we do things in Bilgewater.
Yeah, 6-star Misfortune is pretty crazy. As you can see, I like Pyke a lot. I would say I probably like him more than Misfortune, but Misfortune is so strong. So when people ask me like which one is better, it's like, if you just want raw power, Misfortune is nuts. Legion Saboteur, this will be solid. It kind of kills the double attack, but that's not really the biggest. That's kind of like the least important part. Let's go for a shock. And another Yips. Sounds good. Let's use a reroll here just because we have nowhere else to use it. Yeah, let's see if we can get anything else crazy. Sure, we'll buy one copy of this, even though we're not using Make It Rains very often. Let's see, anything else crazy? Sure, we'll grab this Phage, even though we're not likely going to play a Petty Officer, just in case. And then let's go here and see anything we want to cut. We're never going to play the Might, so we'll get rid of that. Alright, Aurelian Soul.
Naturally.
We need more streamers like that. It'll bring peace to the gaming community. Yeah, he seems like a cool guy. Let's get rid of the double up and the Jagged Butcher. We would like to again have our warning shot, so we'd play Misfortune. Accidentally finished the pass yesterday. That's pretty crazy. If we had more of our 1-drops, I'd want to drop them, but we don't. So I guess we'll go for Misfortune, even though it's kind of sad to play your full price not getting the bonuses of being a 1-drop. Still, though, that's a lot of damage. Probably should have moved Misfortune over, to be honest. The good thing is having her on the board, though, so that when we drop our Prowling Cutthroat, it'll trigger her power.
At my creations.
I didn't really play over the weekend, just enough to get the effect. You had the free attacks, you could have triggered Plunder. Yes, we could have. So what I was thinking with that was waiting until Misfortune is... Huh, they screwed up. So we can drop this here, and... Oh, wait, that unit can't block.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
So we can fizzle this attack. Let's drop her Make It Rains and see what we hit. But yeah, that probably would have been a good idea to drop this first and then drop our Misfortune. Just didn't think about it in the moment. well, that went pretty well.
Try to keep up.
GG.
Love ya. That's how we do things in Bilgewater.
Alright, that was pretty fun. Yeah, I didn't really grind much this weekend. I needed a bit of a break. So I just got my daily wins done, and that was pretty much it. Because I also had a bunch of stuff to edit. Alright, 6-star Misfortune. This was our first time, I think, taking us into a nightmare, at least a 6.5-star nightmare. And yeah, she absolutely dominates. As far as 6 stars go, she is one of the strongest in the game. At least if you do have her relic, it does give you so much extra damage. And yeah, she's just absolutely fantastic. Great for adventures like this. We need to get them over very quickly. Is Misfortune 6-star the strongest? No. I would say the strongest is actually Viego. I think he's even better than Swain. I would say Misfortune 6-star is up there. It's very good. But yeah, I think in general for most challenges, Viego is the best 6-star that I've played with personally. And I have 6-star Swain. And while I love 6-star Swain, Viego's better, I think. I mean, I have 6-star Swain and 6-star Viego. My Viego can blow Swain out of the water. Like, Viego, normally, he can consistently end in the first 2 turns, but then he has so much scaling and control that even if you don't end, it doesn't matter. You don't run out of steam. At least Gwen should be better than Viego. I think Gwen is going to be close in power to Viego. I don't have her at 6 stars, so I can't test, but she should be close. 6-star Misfortune without Shock and Awe seems infinitely worse. Yes, so her relic is insanely good with her 6-star. And so if you have Misfortune without Shock and Awe, yes, she's probably going to be much, much worse. I 100% agree with that. Like, honestly, this relic might be more important than even, like, the Caitlyn rare relic. Because especially when you have her at 6 stars, it's so important. Like, if anyone would say a relic's pay to win, I think this one would maybe be the biggest contributor. It's just, it only really comes online when you have Misfortune at 6 stars. It just gives you so much damage. Like, if I want to clear content incredibly quickly, normally my go-to now is Misfortune, because I can just open attack with my sapling, or not my sapling, my Powder Monkey, and just end if I'm going up against one of the 1-star adventures or less. And so you don't even need to play anything, you just attack and end. Which is, yeah, pretty fun. Alright, I think that's where we'll call it for today. Probably tomorrow we'll work on testing out a bunch of different builds for especially the new champions. I know there's a bunch of different Ahri builds we need to test out, and then also for Heimerdinger, I'm pretty much just playing with their new 5 stars and testing a bunch of stuff out. That's probably the main thing we'll be doing tomorrow. Is Viego, Swain, Misfortune stronger than Aesol? I would say Viego is yes. I would say Misfortune with her relic, generally yes, because you're just ending before Aesol. Swain is really good, but it's... So, Swain is really good against specific adventures that have a ton of opponents on the board round 1, like Swain. In those situations, yes, Swain is fantastic. In other adventures, Swain is still good, but he's normally going to be slower than some of the other champions. So, yeah, Swain is strong, but I would say some other ones like 6-star Misfortune or even Aurelian Soul in certain situations can be better than him, but it really depends on what you're going up against. If you need to clear the entire board round 1, Swain is pretty much your best bet. Is this the best Heimerdinger relic? I think this might be debatably the best Heimerdinger build if you have him at 5 stars. But again, I do need to play these champions more to figure that out. So I'm not confident saying that, but I think for Heimerdinger, this is very good. And then for Ahri, there's probably going to be a lot more flexibility. But this is a build that only works with 5-star Heimerdinger, because otherwise it's not going to work. But this is just having him hit the board round 1. Anyways, thank you all for hanging out with me. We'll be streaming, we plan on streaming every day this week. I mean, we normally do that, but yep, that's what's going to be going on. Thank you all for hanging out. I need to go edit some videos. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. See ya.